She's a retired Navy captain, beginning her career as a diver in the early 80s, coming back home and continuing to serve communities across Northeast Wisconsin. I'm NBC 26 Today's McLeod Hageman, introducing Monica Hoff and sharing the secret to her success.
The military is all about the mission and focusing on the mission, and I think that that's a good thing to transfer to other jobs and other occupations and other goals.
Retired Navy Captain Monica Hoff credits her service for the better part of 2 decades to her success, eventually returning home to Northeast Wisconsin, kickstarting the Citizen Animal Response Team, a nonprofit dedicated to connecting animals in need to people who want to help.
It's really rewarding because most people want to help animals.
Hoff says her years of service taught her about putting personal differences aside to achieve a greater goal, like caring for animals or managing a team of sailors, but admits climbing the ranks was no easy feat, especially as a woman in the military. What was it like to be a sailor, early 80s, and one of the few women as a diver, too?
Well, it was challenging. Just being a diver is one of the more challenging careers in the Navy. So it wasn't so much about just being a woman, but just everybody was challenged to make it through dive school. I was never the fastest or the strongest or the best swimmer. I mean, I was like the second worst swimmer in our class.
Okay.
But I just wouldn't quit. I didn't worry so much about being a woman. It was more about, can I make it through this school,
Sure.
through this training without flunking.
So why the Navy and why diving?
Well, diving was one of the things where you could go on a ship and actually not be administrative so much. I wanted to do something that was challenging. And in those days, women weren't allowed in combat.
She says overcoming that adversity came with growth, eventually becoming second in command as executive officer on the USS Paiutes. What was it like during that time to be the only woman on a ship?
Well, again, it was more about I was the XO. So, you're so busy doing the work and trying to get the work done that, that's all anybody really looks at.
When I asked if she had any words of wisdom for women or young girls pursuing their dreams in a male-dominated field, she quickly referred back to her dive team graduation celebration from nearly 40 years ago, telling me you could accomplish anything, you just have to be willing to get a little dirty.
I was just like thinking, I made it, this is great. That's why I have both my fists up in the air in the mud run.
Monica Hopp telling me she still responds to calls across the region to help animals in need, and she encourages anyone interested in volunteering with the Citizen Animal Response Team to reach out and give them a try. To learn more about cards, you can visit our websites at NBC26.com. Reporting from Green Bay, McLeod Hageman, NBC 26.